Well, I've been in business for a little over 10 years, and then because the economy a couple years ago, it kind of, fell by the wayside, and took a job. I'm now a sales manager out of Laguna Hills, California, and a good friend of mine called me up and said, hey, you got to check this out. We did business before for many years, and I hadn't heard from him in like 2.5 years. Calls me out of the blue. Thank God I didn't change my number. And he was basically saying, come on down. And to be totally straight up, it took him about 3 or 4 weeks to get me down. And I was very skeptical. And I came in with my arms crossed, legs crossed, going, I've seen this, I heard this. And as the presenter was speaking, as Mike was going through his deal and his story and what the NWAC has done for him, and then meeting Dave and Melina that night, I was totally blown away. And I came for 2 or 3 weeks just to make sure they're not going to go anywhere. I was kind of jaded from things in the past, and because of that, slowly getting involved, it's been amazing. Coming in that night and really feeling the heartfelt feelings. They weren't just about, money. They weren't just about, business. It was about helping people, and kind of weird that you don't see that a lot right now. And, there's a lot of sharks because where the economy is right now. You see a lot of scams out there, a lot of things that some of my friends have been a part of and gotten burned and stuff. So to see somewhat of an organization that is really here at the end of the day to help people, it way surpassed my expectation, and every week that goes by, every training that I go to, and every time I'm involved around this club, it just gets higher and higher. It just exceeds it. It's been amazing. To this day, I thank my friend every time I see him. Thank you for calling me. The thing that I see a lot in the marketplace is that so many trainers are training on things that they did in the early 90s. And trying to get classes going, I'm like, whoa, the early 90s and now is totally different. And my trainers, I call them my professors really, this is kind of like my college right now, is not training theory. They're still in the game, they're still in the field doing what they're training on. When Eric and Arcadio are training on a Saturday and Sunday, Monday morning, they're going out and doing exactly for their business what they've trained on and to us that whole weekend. So that's one of the things that I love. Think about it, if you take the next 2-3 years, plug in, do what they tell you to do, model. I'm just all about copying. I did it in high school, and they're saying if you just copy us, all right, you just give me the formula, give me the test, test before, hey, I'm not going to question you. I'm just going to copy and just model in the next 2-3 years. If I can have anywhere near the success you've had, I'm ready. 2-3 years. Think about the last 2-3 years. What were we doing? How fast these last 2-3 years have been. Same thing here. So I'm not gonna. If I don't do it now, I'm gonna regret. I'm gonna kick myself in the butt 5 years from now if I don't start. One of the biggest things that I haven't seen anywhere is that through enrolling in the education and taking the classes at the end, it's not one of those things they go, hey, all right, good luck. No, you get assigned a coach, you get assigned a mentor that will take you in the field, that will work with you, even if you're doing this. Most people are doing this on a part-time basis like I am. I do have a full-time job. It's not like I'm quitting my job tomorrow. No, they discourage that. They go, no, make a plan, and here's your coach, here's your mentor. Like I have an appointment with my mentor next Wednesday, and we're gonna go in the field. He's gonna show me exactly what he does. Here's a guy who's making in the 6 figures, and he's in his 20s, and he's learned everything. He's taken the classes. The only thing that I believe that he's had is a year on me. So I'm like, if I can be there in a year, hey, I'm set. I'll be ready to roll. And that's one of the biggest things is they assign you a mentor. They take kind of somewhat of that responsibility with you, saying, hey, look, we're going to back it up. We're going to give you everything you need, so that way there's no excuses. And at the end of the day, it's if you don't have the success, it's not that the club didn't work. It's the guy or the gal in the mirror that didn't work, because they give you everything, even above. Then I that's one of the things I've never seen before. The coaches, the mentoring, even Arcadio Diaz and Eric Stevenson. Eric gave me his cell phone number. I mean, you know, where I've talked to him a couple times, and we text back and forth. He wants to hear my updates and this and that, and that's just a huge thing. I mean, you don't see that anywhere, and I just love that part, you know, because getting to know them on a personal level, and you know, Eric doesn't know it yet, but he'll be my probate mentor. But I just gotta do some work, some work first to get on the radar. So.